Be
flag on the play.
Yeah,
personal against Locust Grove.
Are you sure? Are you
well,
Are you positive?
I mean, I ain't guaranteeing nothing, but
they don't mean nothing.
They're calling it against them.
That's going to be personal foul. So it's going to be a 15-yarder.
The personal foul called against the Pirates.
Stay tuned. We got 5 minutes, 22 seconds left in the ball game. But stay tuned for the post-game show brought to you by Advance Pool and Backyard. We'll be giving you the Stigler Player of the Game. And there could be a bunch that get that award tonight, but there only can be one.
And your vote decides it.
That's right. So first down and 10 from the 31. Brody Rowland in at running back. Jax Cardell now in at quarterback for Stigler. Here's the snap.
Oh, they almost got him in the backfield, but I don't know that he made it back to the original line.
Alan, I think he lost about 2.5, 3 yards.
Brody Rowland on the carry. I'll bring up second down and 12.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Be Free Chiropractic. Right there in Stigler off Highway 82. If you got any chiropractic needs, go by and see Be Free Chiropractic. And Chuck's Pawn Shop, both located in Stigler and Spiro. Go by and see Mr. Craze at Chuck's Pawn Shop. There's a little bit of motion. Inside handoff to Rowland. Rowland finds a hole, cuts back to the outside, stiff arm.
Stiff arm.
And I won't say he got across that 20-yard line. That should be a Panther
first down.
Brought to you by Brandon's Auto. That was a good run there by the sophomore running back, Brody Rowland. And he's going to get a Panther first down. So Stigler gave up a couple touchdowns early in the ball game, but this defense came out in the second half and have not given up an inch. Here's the snap. Cardell's.
Sack. I mean, they took his helmet off him.
Jackson Cardell carry. He's brought down by number 81.
So his helmet came off, but because it was a face mask, he'll be able to stay in the ball game.
I think the Pirates are getting a little angry.
Face mask call against the Pirates.
So that's going to be a Panther first down.
Head over to the band concession stand. They got a 2-for-1 hot dog deal.
They deliver?
Get you 2 hot dogs for the price of 1.
Hey, ask them if they deliver. Y'all got Uber Eats where they deliver up here? First down and 10, ball at the 10-yard line.
No, but they got Uber.
You got jokes tonight. Rolling with the ball, cuts to the outside. Going to be stopped short of the 5-yard line.
Brody Rowland on the carry. That'll bring up second down and goal.
Got me thinking about food. Not watching football.
Once again, we want to say thanks to all of our sponsors, our mentions, commercials, as well as our Panther Vision scroll down there at the bottom of your screen.
Thank Locust Grove for allowing us to come and stream.
They're good folks over here. A little bit of motion there. Cardell inside handoff to Rowland. Rowland cuts back in, still making a move. Going to be brought down at about the 3, maybe 4-yard line.
He's brought down by Ty Nunley.
Got
Third down.
2 minutes, 5 seconds left in the ball game. That clock just keeps a churning. Once we hit the end of the ball game, we'll break to commercial and come back for that advanced pool and backyard player of the game. We're going to look at a few highlights as well, and there's plenty of them here in the second half as we close out the broadcast. next week, once like we said a moment ago, open week for the Panthers, so they have no game, but then they'll come back the following week on Thursday under the lights at Panthers Stadium against the Muldrow Bulldogs. Seems to be an exciting matchup. Stigler's going to move to 6-0. There goes the snap. Cardale tries to get to the inside
Got
there.
flags going all over the place. Got a little roughage going on over here on the far side.
We got helmets, flags.
He's brought down by Ryan Summers.
We're going to look for the flag and see what it's going to be against, Stigler?
We'll see. Yeah. Oh, one against Locust Grove. Face mask against Locust Grove.
Oh, okay. It looked like a.
Well, I mean, they did take his helmet off him.
Well, it was just a 5-yarder.
Yeah. But that does put us right by the goal. Puts us on a 2-yard.
Oh, okay.
I think we can handle that.
We're going to let the clock just kind of tick. You know, we were talking about Muldrow heading to Berry Hill 5-0. Well, they trail right now in the fourth quarter 28-7.
Wow.
So unless something happens there goes the quarterback keeper, tries to get
Jack's
to the outside.
going in.
And
we got flag, though. It's probably going to be holding against Stigler.
There's a flag on the play.
it is a hold.
The holding call against the Panthers.
So Muldrow's getting beat by Berry Hill 28-7. Berry Hill will move on to 2-3. Muldrow will take their first loss of the year. So that matchup on that Thursday night under the lights at Panther Stadium, Muldrow will come into the ball game 5-1 unless there's some kind of miracle and they come back against Berry Hill. Stigler will come into that game 6-0. Big matchup. Don't forget, we'll play Lincoln Christian after the Muldrow game. Then we get to play Berry Hill. There goes Rolling with the ball.
Yep. That'll probably kill it at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, we got 30 seconds on the clock with a 40-second game clock or count.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean.
I knew exactly what you meant.
So that'll end it. Stigler will head to the sidelines.
So that's going to be the final here from Locust Grove. Your Panthers 43, the Pirates 14. We're going to break for commercial. Stay tuned, though, for your advanced pool and backyard player of the game. We'll be right back.
Advanced Pools and Backyards is a family-owned and operated full-service pool store in Stigler, Oklahoma. When it comes to football season, lay back and relax in a spa next to your very own outdoor kitchen, featuring a bowl grill and premium Luxcraft furniture. APB can help you stay cool next summer with their lineup of above-ground pools from Wilbar, Trevi, and Cornelius, or a vinyl liner in-ground pool custom-built for you. Go by Advanced Pools and Backyards today to start designing your own backyard paradise. And don't forget to keep up with their news and sales on Facebook. Go Panthers! Advanced Pools and Backyards is a family-owned and operated full-service pool store in Stigler, Oklahoma. When it comes to football season, lay back and relax in a spa next to your very own outdoor kitchen, featuring a bowl grill and premium Luxcraft furniture. APB can help you stay cool next summer with their lineup of above-ground pools from Wilbar, Trevi, and Cornelius, or a vinyl liner in-ground pool custom-built for you. Go by Advanced Pools and Backyards today to start designing your own backyard paradise. And don't forget to keep up with their news and sales on Facebook. Go Panthers!
All right, here we go. We're back. Final from Locust Grove 42 to 14?
All I know is we won by 39 points.
They were ready to go, so they didn't cut the scoreboard off.
29 points is what it was. I'm sorry.
Big ball game. Started a little bit sloppy for Stigler. He got behind early in the ball game, fought back. Defense stepped up in the second half. And as a result, Stigler walks away with a big victory and head to 2-0 in the division, 6-0 on the season. Get a bye next week, and then Muldrow comes to town against the Panthers. Muldrow 5-1 after losing to Berry Hill tonight. Stigler moves to 6-0. Tonight was filled with big plays, but before we get to that, let's talk about the Panther advanced pool and backyard player of the game. There were many that could have been the player of the game on the offensive side.
Yeah, and defensive.
Both sides of the ball. When you talk about great players of the game, you talk about guys like Morgan Jones. You talk about Mason Jones, who was big on both sides of the field. Absolutely. Martin Hare ran the ball well.
Man, he ran hard.
Tonight. So there were many that could be the player of the game, but we have to ask ourselves, there were a lot of plays that were made downfield. Those plays don't happen unless that big offensive front doesn't hold those blocks and give the quarterback, McCade Peary, an opportunity to make those throws. And so as Panther fans have made their voice known tonight, your advanced pool and backyard player of the game is senior offensive and defensive line player Keegan Good. So our hats off to Keegan. Got to give a player of the game to one of those big men up front every now and then.
Big hog mollies, they got to get a little loving.
And Keegan's had a great senior season, not just tonight, but all throughout the year. So it goes to a deserving player such as Keegan Good. Great man, young man, both on and off the field. So congratulations to that advanced pool and backyard player of the game, Keegan Good. Now, let's talk about a little bit of the game before we get off here tonight. As we said a moment ago, the game didn't start real pretty. If you are a Panther fan, Locust Grove and their fans were into the ball game early, as Locust Grove had no problem moving the ball up and down the field, getting on top first in the ball game. It started on that big, huge. Where were we at, Vales? That one-handed catch
by Winkle in the end zone.
Yeah, that was a big play. Winkle touchdown. Over in the end zone there that got things going. And then you got your quarterback, McCade Peary, who was able to find that seam in that offensive line, and, I mean, he ran the ball down the field. You see that big run on your screen right now by Peary. But then the defense stepped up. We talk about Jones and how phenomenal he was on the offensive side of the ball, but defensively as well. Right here on your screen, you see him come up, Mason, with that one-handed interception.
Yep, that was.
And, I mean, it was phenomenal. Then you got Mason Jones. What about his brother Morgan Jones on the other side of the ball? Made the huge touchdown reception there at the top of your screen. And, I mean, the rest is history.
The Jones brothers were just all over.
Man, here talking about the Jones brothers. Got a big interception right here. This play right here it'd be called back. It was a touchdown, but there was a phantom blocking the back or whatever it was and negated the touchdown. But we're not going to take that pretty interception away from Morgan.
No, that thing was nice.
Talking about the running back, Martin Hare, man, a big run right here, 40-something yards. And if you'll see at the bottom of your screen, he lowers that shoulder, injures one of the Locust Grove player, and then now it's time for Mason Jones to come in here or actually Martin Hare to make that touchdown run. And I tell you, everything just clicked for this offense in the second half as well as the defense. Here goes Mason Jones here. And once he kind of creates some space there, as you see it on your screen, he falls at about the 42, but that was a big first down play for Mason Jones. And right here you're going to see a little toss play to the outside to Martin Hare. Martin just keeps churning, running, and he's finally going to be brought down at about the 10-yard line.
I think he only had one touchdown, but, man, all the yards he had were why we scored.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? So, man, it was just a big night. Your advanced pool, backyard, player of the game, Keegan Good, made some big offensive blocks, made some big defensive stops right there. So hats off to Keegan Good, our tonight's advanced pool and backyard player of the game. So we're going to cut the lights out, head out back to Stigler, Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching tonight's broadcast. Big win for your Panthers. Now they move on to 2 weeks from last night. Big matchup under the lights of Panther Stadium as they face the Muldrow Bulldogs. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to all of our sponsors. What a great night to be a Panther.
And don't forget to come out to the softball games.
That's right.
We need you.
We need your support.
Yep.
All right, guys. God bless you.